guys, it's Hannah, and today we're going to talk about the do's and the don'ts of college. So as you know, I'm in my third year of college right now. There's some things that I've learned that don't work so well, and some things that will help you tremendously. So, first do is go to office hours. I don't know how many times professors tell me that no students ever come to their office hours, and that they have those hours for a reason. They have office hours so that students can come in and ask questions. Even if it's a stupid question like, well, there's no stupid question. Even if you just want to go in there and tell them, hi, I'm taking your class, I just wanted to let you know who I am, just wanted to stop by and say hi. That's a great way to do some networking on campus, because these professors are professionals in the field that you want to go into. These are the kind of people that are going to help you get into graduate school, are going to help you get good jobs right out of college for your field. So if you make a good impression on these professors, then it'll help you tremendously. Also, it's good to get over the fear of visiting your professors in office hours, because at first it can be kind of scary and awkward, but once you've done it a couple times, then it'll be so much easier to have good conversations with your professors. The first don't is when you're emailing a professor, don't ask them if you missed anything, or if you've missed a day, don't come to your professor and say, did I miss anything in the last class? Because yes, you did miss something, and it should be in your syllabus. So just don't ask that. I've heard a lot of professors complain about that. The second do is send your professors an email when you're going to be late to class, or if you're not going to be there at all. Even if attendance is not required, it's really good to send your professor an email saying Dr. or Professor so-and-so. Never call your professor by their first name or as Mr. or Mrs. unless it's something that they told you at the beginning of the semester is okay. Because I've had professors in the past where, well, actually it only happened one time and then I never did it again, where I called a professor Mrs. blank because I wasn't sure if she had her doctorate, and she wasn't my professor at the time. So I called her Mrs., and then the first thing she said in the email was, don't you ever call me that again. Well, okay, she said something similar to that. So it's just good to get on the right foot with your professors and send an email that's not just, hey, what's up, professor? I'm not going to be in class today. But try to make it more structured so that you're saying, hello, this is Hannah. I'm in your blank class at this time, and I will not be there today because of this. But and always wrap it up by putting your full name, and always fully state in the subject line what the email is going to be about, because professors get hundreds of emails a day. So it'll make it so much easier if you say in your headline, missing class, and then the title of the class, like T190, or however the classes are. The second don't is don't procrastinate. I'm not gonna lie, I still procrastinate a lot, but try to avoid it by just allotting certain times during the day that you're going to dedicate to studying and getting your work done. Because if you don't put that time in your schedule, you're probably not going to do it, and you're going to get really behind. And a lot of professors don't accept late work, so it's good just to be it's better to be ahead than behind. Number 3, always print out all of your syllabi at the beginning of the semester and plan for that. It's always good to have your syllabus and to know what the attendance policy is, and to know what's going to be going on in the classes. That way, if you are going to miss a class, you can look at the syllabus and see what you're going to miss and hopefully make it up before, but if not, have it done when you come back. Don't number 3. Don't take an online class expecting it to be 10 times easier than taking it in class, because oftentimes it's much more difficult because you don't have the professor lecturing the material to you, and you don't have the opportunity to ask them questions directly. It's a lot of independent learning, which college is in general, but especially online classes, it's so much harder to take in that information. So it's really important that you spend extra time on your online classes and make the effort to read the text, and go ahead and email your professor if you have questions. And if the online class is being taught by a professor at your university, then go to their office hours too. That's so helpful to be able to meet the professor from online. And then you can actually ask them questions in real time and get answers, because all the online classes I've taken have been, it's honestly been the worst experience for me, and I hate online classes just because I don't always put in that extra work. So it just makes the class so much more difficult, and I don't go see my professors sometimes, so it's like, I don't know, it's easy to get lost in an online class, especially as a freshman. I do not suggest taking online classes as a freshman. Another do is get involved on campus. I don't care what club it is. It could be the Hedgehog Club. I just made that up. But just get involved. If you see an event where there's going to be like some sort of dance or any kind of event like that, just do it. And do it as soon as you can, like super early in the semester before a lot of cliques have started and before everybody gets set in their routine. And it's never too late to join a club. Just this year, I'm in my 3rd year, and I joined the French club because I'm taking French. And it's a great way to meet other students on campus who are interested in what you're in. And also it's a great way to just network. And if you're taking a class and you're doing a relevant club or organization, it can be a great way to make groups of friends to study with or to get help on certain things. Which brings me to don't number 3 or 4, which is don't expect to get by in college without taking notes. Because you need notes to look back at. You can't just remember everything. And if you don't like taking notes right away, then record the lectures, listen to them later, and take notes then if you feel like you're going to miss stuff. Because it is so important. A lot of times professors will give you exam questions or exam prompts in class. Especially listen when they say, this will be on the exam. Because it will be on the exam, and you might think, oh yeah, I'll remember that. But then the exam's going to come, that question's going to come up, and you're going to be like, what the fuck did she say about that? Do number 5. Time management is the biggest and most important thing about college. Time management. I use a planner, I have it in paper, and I have it on my phone. That way I get alerts when things are due, I get alerts when I have meetings with professors, or if I have clubs or organizations, because there's so much going on in college that it's going to be really difficult to keep up with. Even if you're in high school right now and you have 7 classes a day every day, it's so much different than in college because you don't get those reminders. You kind of just go to class, listen to the lecture, and then usually like the day before an assignment's due, you'll get the, hey, just so you guys know, remember to turn your papers in online, and you're just like, oh my god, what paper? I haven't been paying attention. So just keep notes, manage your time, plan out your study time. Always be courteous to professors and let them know when you're going to miss class because it shows them that you care about the class. Also get involved because college isn't just about studying and getting great grades, which is important, but it's also about networking and having a great time in your life where you can meet potentially lifelong friends. So I'm no expert in college, I can tell you that for sure, but those are just some things that I've learned over the past couple years that I thought would be important to share with people who might be in college right now and they're struggling, or are in college and just some things that they might not know, or if you're in high school or middle school and you want to prepare for college. So thank you guys very much. I will see you next week in Cover Me Comedy.